Hello and welcome back to the channel and another tips video for Conan Exiles. Okay, for the end game you're going to need a lot of this stuff. Let me show you. Hardened leather, and it requires leather, thick leather, alchemical base and oil. So you need a lot of oil and a lot of alchemical base. That's in the Tanner's table. So let me show you into my improved alchemist bench. I've got my Defari Witch Doctor, that's very easy to get. So this is what you want to make. Oil, and you can make it simply by combining bark and ichor. Now let me quickly show you how you can see. So one ichor and one bark will generate, I will show you, 5 oil. So for one bark, one ichor, you get 5 oil. Now I've got 5 ichor and over 1,000 bark, so you can imagine how much oil I'm going to get from that and how much faster it is. So I'm going to get him working on that, making those for me. Yes, so what you want to do is get as much oil as possible and as much alchemical base as possible, quick and easy, and I'm going to show you where you do this, and I'm going to take you to the location as the sun slowly rises. This is where I said that the best place to start, so let's have a look. So you want to start here at this camp, right on this corner here. You've got a bearer here. So let's kill these guys, and I'll show you the route to take for maximum resource advantage. Let's go. He's dead. Oh, judo kick. Get out of my way. Right, chop him up. Chop her up. Bearer appears to have just, oh there he is, glitched to the ground. That's all I need from you. I can't get it in. Then you want to jump on your horse. Always take a horse, I think I said this before, because horses have about, depending on what one you got, how you buff them, 4,000 hit points, and they're a good distraction because when things attack them, they run for their lives and things will just chase them in circles, and it stops them. They're basically distracted enough just to not attack you. Right, so you want to ride straight up here, and this is where we've got the insects. Now, you want to get your guy to attack that. Meanwhile, I'll get the bark. There we go, dead. Cheers to that. Drop that. I've got about 30 plus ichor there from just one thing. Remember, I think it's 1 ichor, 5 oil. So pickaxe. Don't always get ichor, obviously. But doing this run, you should easily get at minimum 250 ichor, I'd say. And as I said, you get all the bark you want as you're going. You're easy to get 1,000, 2,000, possibly even 3,000 bark if you get every single tree. I don't always do that because I just don't need that much bark. There we go. Triple these down. Let my little fraud take care of these guys because that's what he's there for. I'm here to gather resources. He's there to kill stuff. Oh, getting thirsty. There we go. Drop this up there. There we go. So I'm not really fussed by him at all. Not phased by him. You can help out, speed things up. So yeah, you're going to need as much oil, and it's just so much quicker than doing. I was doing the fishing for a while, and it just gets really tedious. Getting your grubs from the spawning tray thing, and then putting the fish in, waiting for the fish to whatever, and then putting them in a crusher thing, and then it's just so tedious and so long-winded. When you could just do this, it's just so much quicker. I'm not entirely sure if you do need the. I've never checked because I've always only ever got the same alchemist because he's my favourite alchemist, the Witch Doctor alchemist. I'll show you when I finish this fight where you get the Witch Doctor from. Just because he, I just like him. I don't know why. Rather than just being called alchemist or having a name, I like him just being called Witch Doctor as well. I think he has several perks that other ones don't have. Alright, there you go, they're dead. Chop, chop, chop. Let me quickly show you where the Witch Doctor is. So, you get him from the Witch Doctor, you get him from there, the summoning place. And you'll be right at the back, there'll be a temple of, I can't remember the name of the god now, the skull god. It's not skull god, it's a skull, but I can't remember his name now. It'll be right at the back of that. And he does spawn there fairly often, so you don't usually have to wait too long. Alright, let me dump some crap because I don't need all this. Don't need. Oh, did need. That's the lag I'm getting. Don't need. And don't need. Kill. Time for me to do some more harvesting of bark. Go away. Oh, hello. Right, okay. Up, great. I'm using my favourite thrall. He's the Beastmaster of Talos. You can get him from here. There's an account up here. Beastmaster of Talos. Excellent guy. Level 11. Just under 9,000 hit points. Right. Now, what you want to do is remember when you put things on your horse, is don't put the bark on there because he will eat it. Do not put bark on your horse or fibre because he will eat crap like that, or berries. So just make sure you only put on there stuff that he won't eat. Don't want that. And then where you put your bark is on your fighter because your fighter won't eat bark. It's a surprise. Do you need to make a video covering that? Right, I'm going to keep going. I'm just going to keep going around until we go in full loop, just so you can roughly see. And I'm not even going to bother getting all the arc because there is a lot of bark here, so I'm not even going to bother getting all the dries trees. Right, this is a queen here, so he's going to now fight the queen. Her chest is there. Can you see it? There it is. She obviously drops a key. Get dressed and you get a weapon out of this as well. Always a bonus. Remember, if you damage the weapons, even just slightly, 1 point, you cannot upgrade them. You cannot add attachments to them. So if you want to attach an attachment on that weapon, like to reduce its weight, its stamina, its damage, its armor piercing, do not use it until you've added the extra thingy. Otherwise, you will need a legendary repair kit. You don't waste one of them just for like a few points. Alright, I can eat raw food because I usually have tier 3 survival. That's my general setup because I'm always gathering resources. He's not really a challenge. Look, down to half health already. That's me with just a helmet. Helmet and some trousers on. Just as long as you evade his attacks, it's fairly straightforward. She does spit some poison stuff, which don't get caught up in that because that will do a lot of damage to you. I think that's the thing that's pretty much damaging to my thrall, as you can see. Yeah, it's taking a little bit of damage now. Get in there, Gil. Come on, mate, get him. Come on. Oh, what was in? Horse. bandages. I find bandages are quicker and give more health than the weak aloe vera potions. And fiber's really easy to come by. These are only standard bandages, nothing special. Just make sure you finish the bandage, you get more health. If you cut it short, you get less health. So make sure it runs through its whole sort of animation. There we go. Bosh, 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 bosh. Almost dead. If you've seen my previous video on Demon Blood, she is tougher than that guy. That guy is very simple. She's tougher than him, but she's not by far. By far, there are a lot tougher bosses. Right, she's dead. Let's mine her. There we go. Mine's here. Use the key on this. Free weapon. Okay, I've got a weapon I've already got. Right, send you into battle. There we go. Into it. Chop, chop, chop. Alright. Seal my house. Don't want, keep, don't want. Right, then you come through here, past these nests. You can eat those eggs, there is eggs in there and you can eat them if you do ever get desperate for food. I think they give possibly food and water. Very minor though, but still, there's a lot of them. Down here, drop down here. More bark. As I said, there is a lot of bark in this area that we had from these dead trees. Oops. He's dead. More bark, but I'm going to skip that because I don't need the bark. I was just doing it to show you guys, but you can get a lot of bark. As I said, I've got almost 1,000 bark now just from doing this, and there is a lot of bark I've just left behind, as I'll briefly show you. Right, so I could get all this bark here, but I'm just going to ignore it. Right, more bark here. I said you can literally get thousands and thousands of bark from this area because there's more just over there. Put a pointer on it. Just over there, there's the massive area of dead trees there and bark. Right, come back here, and then what you do is once you've done that, by the time if you've done it properly and got all the bark and stuff like that, by the time you get back to here, that bearer, you've gone in full circle there, that bearer should have spawned back, kill him again, get another package, and then you go again. And you can do that 3 or 4 times, you get a load of packages, and the packages sometimes drop alchemical base, so it saves you getting gold and silver. And you get about 500, depending on the level of the bearer, about 500 alchemical base from one package. So that's it. I wonder if he's going to spawn again soon. Probably not, because I went too quickly. It would probably spawn, should probably be going slower than me. So that's it. Let's go back to the base now and check out. Whoa, hello. Let's go back to the. Oh, really? There we go. Now I've got more hide. There we go. Right, I'm going to go back to my base now, and I'll show you what's happening there. So, meanwhile, back at my base, there we go. He's still producing oil. So what's he made? 5, 1,000, 2,000. He's working on his 3,000. Bit of oil for me. Grab a load of this. Throw it in there. Now get making me hardened levers. There we go. Extremely fast oil. When you say extremely fast, much better than the fish process and all other processes. Really quick, really easy. Hope you enjoyed that. Look out for my other quick videos, my tips videos. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye for now.